Welcome to the third season of the Nidd's Whitelist server.
Well, I'm building a ship using a methodology I've never used before, which is just to start from the front and build it solidly backwards, designing as I go. So I've no idea what layer is coming next, or what, I don't know where my cargo is going to go because I haven't got that far yet. I've just started with drills and I'm creating it as I go backwards, as though it was flying through one of those welding arrays that you've made in the past, Anubis, but without a blueprint.
That's what this entire station is. Make stuff up as you go along and hope it works.
Yeah, I am happy that before season 2 ended, I was able to actually try and use that welding donut that I built. Nordic actually built the ship there, and Minty and myself all built the ship there, which is cool. It worked. I was actually really happy that it worked.
Oh, I've just realised I think I have completely blocked off access to my... Oh no, I haven't. Still, it would be better if that block wasn't there.
I do enjoy the challenge of the way that I build and that I go, let's just place this thing there and then work out how to fit everything else in later.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing now. I'm basically playing, like, it's a jigsaw puzzle of just, it's Tetris. I'm playing Tetris with assemblers.
No.
Let's see.
I can't believe I've almost got a fully functional station. Like, I've almost accomplished everything that is required. Like, it's an odd feeling. I don't think I've ever gotten to that stage in anything I've ever done.
With salting our wounds, or?
No, he's good at that. He's done that. I think he's done that every whitelist.
Oh, I need an oxygen tank, don't I? Yeah, let's get that on next.
I keep accidentally burning myself on thrusters.
So I have to thank you, Boris, for not deleting this particular crash ship. I wonder. I was kind of curious if you did that on purpose.
Everything within 2K of a player settlement is I've left for the time being.
Okay, well, awesome. This is you don't know how helpful this is.
Since I turned cargo ships off, I haven't really had to do much cleaning. They've actually been really good. There's not much stuff lying around. I guess it's because when you're on the ground, you're using everything you can.
As I look over and just see a pile of debris left over from my one ship, like literally just a scrap pile of armor plates, because I ground everything of that had reasonable components, just left the armor there.
Yeah, see, it's the wasteful nature of the spacers.
Coming down and polluting your planet.
Yep. You know, you people that think that everything just grows on asteroids and.
What do you mean, you people?
You heard me.
Which way up?
Is it the so the new racism of the stars starts? Well, I'm actually reading a series of books, the Expanse series, it's called, and basically it takes place in the future where we've colonized the solar system, and there's Earth, Mars are like the major powers, and then there's the Belt, and the 3 different groups are like all at each other's throat, and there's politics and prejudicism between all 3. So we're just recreating that here.
Sounds good.
Just the natural order.
Wait, people on the planet can read?
Who'd have thought?
Obviously not Spider-Man.
Good one. It's weird. Sometimes Space Engineers like remembers my like bar loadout, and other times it's just like reverts back to like the original one I used. Just like no. You want to use this one?
Oh.
Did the connector just stop working?
Yeah.
I chose the wrong time to do some remodeling. The other ones will work, I think. The green and gold ones.
Mm-hmm. There's the green one.
So funny, I've created myself a really tense situation where I have to be watching my hydrogen level constantly because
Just make a bottle.
yeah, no, I have a bottle in but like so it's refilling. As soon as I start to see it refill, then it's like okay, next time I'm at my med bay, I have to restock everything because my ship is so like my rover, it's tall and I can't actually walk up onto it without a
Oh, so you gotta make sure to get back to
yeah
time. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
exactly. Like I cannot let myself completely run out of my bottles and my tank, right? Or else I'm so screwed. That happened to me once, and remember yesterday, Boris, when I was asking you if you could check and see if my med bay was working?
Yeah.
That was because I ran out of hydrogen and I had to kill myself to get back on my boat. Luckily, it had power, so all was well. Because you were no help.
Okay.
But it wasn't your fault. It was because I had everything locked up. I wasn't part of the faction or whatever. But still, it was your fault. It was your fault that I wasn't part of the faction.
Yeah, Boris, come on.
Even though you could have just clicked the thing because anyone can join.
Anyone can join?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'll automatically accept.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's totally still his fault that I didn't click it.
I'm a bit nervous about moving this big ship because it's probably a bit heavy for the small number of thrusters that are on it now, and I might set it going forwards and then it'll never stop. Let's try. I mean, it's only resources. Oh yeah, no, it's fine. It stops itself. Should I move over to the green connector? Is the blue connector going to be...
No, it's almost back up. I'm
Okay.
just creating the last few things.
I'm still a bit nervous about moving too far.
You're still a bit nervous about moving cheese? What?
Moving too far.
Oh,
Sounds like
I
someone's
heard,
hungry.
I heard moving cheese. That's so funny.
Okay.
So Minty's trick about being in third person when you grind is actually really awesome. But it does not work for picking stuff up. It's a lot harder. So I'm constantly going back and forth between third person and first person while I'm grinding here. Oh my god!
Sounds like that was working well.
Yeah, well I've got a piece of equipment that is in an awkward spot on the side of a mountain, and it just tried to attack me.
Well, you know, maybe you shouldn't have been grinding it.
Well, no, see, it's I'm giving it a back massage.
Mm.
It's a lady, and I hear they like that.
I'll confirm that.
Therefore, it is true of all ladies.
Yes, as the representative of ladies, I shall confirm that fact.
If you're the only one here, then
yeah, I don't.
Then you are Ladyhood.
Yeah, I don't often consider myself to be the representative of ladies, but on this occasion, I'm prepared to confirm that fact.
Blue connector is working again.
Okay.
I've just added more of a mess to the tangle of conveyors in this room. And the assembler, there's now 6 assemblers.
Ah,
all
good.
working together.
So things will all make faster.
Cough, cough. 6, just 6. You could probably use a couple more.
Well, we were talking about 11 at one point, so that's quite restrained.
It's nice and modest.
You know, Spider-Man, if you keep complaining like you're a ground pounder, then you might just have to stay. Because
you'll never keep me alive. Now I'm just picturing you like setting up like some sort of like defense system, like to keep me
and
here.
It only targets Spider-Mangs.
Every time I try to leave, it just blows me up.
Blows you out of the sky.
Yeah. Something like heavier, more armored to escape, and it's just like a constant kind of like grind to get out. I'm just on a planet. I'm essentially the Australia of the world. Like the planet, like it's a penal colony.
Well, I was going to say the Berlin Wall rather than Australia.
I like how there was zero argument from Boris off that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly. I was waiting for a what or a like. He's not even listening.
What are you watching on your other screen?
I was placing a conveyor down. It was difficult.
What am I watching?
Boris.
Oh, Boris.
Oh. Oh, right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Damn, this thing actually looks pretty cool. Except for the top. The top's really ugly.
I found a whole bunch of Gatling gun ammo in that ship too. That was nice.
So now you don't have to be terrified of asteroids.
Well, I already had a couple of point defenses up with some in there that I'd built out of my like really scarce resources, as much as I could spare just to keep them away, because I have been inundated by meteors since we started this game.
Well, one landed like 5 feet away from the ship I was building, so
3 landed in my ships, so take that.
I like how Minty tried to use that as an excuse for why my ship was broken.
Yeah.
It was a meteor. I'm like, okay.
Mia explained why. I just can't remember if he explained it in.
Oh, I got the truth out of him, and it was because he was flying at night and didn't have any lights on it, so he crashed in the side of a mountain.
Yeah. I mean, Mia explained why Anubis keeps on getting struck and nobody else does.
Why?
This is
Like,
where
was
I
this a real reason, or was this just
No,
because it's Anubis reason?
It was a real reason.
Oh, okay.
Oh God, and now it's going to sound like I wasn't listening.
Well, that's a given.
Damn it. It was something to do with where you are on the planet. Yeah.
Okay, so there is a rhyme or reason to where they go.
Yeah.
So every time I place a block on my ship, it just kind of like sinks close to the ground. And close to the ground. It's not because like there's not enough thrust keeping it up, because I just checked, but it's quite unnerving. Every time I place a block and just like sink, sink. Especially after the luck I've been having with this thing, getting off this damn planet.
Right, it's about time I started putting some thrusters on this thing, I think. Yeah, I think this is going to be a sort of cigar-shaped ship. How big is a big thruster on a big ship?
Nope, ran out of hydrogen. That was abrupt.
Yeah, it is. It just pops up on you, doesn't it?
Probably need to put more base in that oxygen generator soon.
What's the footprint of a large thruster on a large ship? Is it 3x2?
Yes. Well, 3x2, and then is it 4 long?
Don't know.
Actually, I could just look at one.
Oh yeah, 3x2x4. It's on the mod. Just working out how I'm going to fit all of the thrusters that I want. They may all have to go behind the cargo then.
Now that they've talked about quality of life stuff, I can't. Whenever I get something that's annoying, I'm like, man, okay, this is a quality of life issue. I just queued up a whole bunch of stuff from the blueprints and the assembler to try and build the parts I needed. And then I'm like, okay, now turn on the power to get it start to working. And why isn't it working? It's like, oh, well, because I queued them all up in the disassembling queue. Oh, why is that a thing? Well, I'm super excited about them just fixing the game. Very happy about that.
I believe it when I see it.
Well, they've already, I already believe it because they've been doing it for the last few months, pretty much.
Landing gear is still a mess, though.
It's way better than it was. So yesterday, when I landed my ship, so I have a little tiny bird that I built that moved my, that I used to move my a battery that was on a station onto my rover, and then I landed it and attached it, locked it to my rover with the landing gear, and then drove off, and it was fine. And it still is there, and it's still fine.
Inconceivable.
So, like, basically, because I know that they made the change where they said they were going to turn them. So, like, when you lock them, they become part of the grid. They're no longer. What's the word? Like, they're not separate grids or whatever, right? They're not trying to calculate physics between the two constantly. And that's how they turn them into merge blocks that don't show up on the same computer screen, I think, is what they did. Which seems to have solved the problem quite well.
And one of my drills just blew up again. One of Spider-Man's drills. This has to be like the 12th drill I've put on your ship, Spider-Man.
Yeah, I know. It's like when I was up there drilling before I got stuck on the planet. Whenever I try to drill something, it drill in ticks. So like every like second it drill a little bit and then nothing,
Yeah,
and then
it
bugs me
disappear
because
in one
when
hit.
you're trying to like thrust forward to try to drill, you just end up breaking off drills because it's not constantly drilling.
See.
It drives me absolutely insane. Why does Minty have so many tools in these cargo containers? We don't need more tools! Because they're just like the basic welder and grinder and guns and drills. Like,
Yeah, we have a similar thing going on up here.
I think it's because he just like puts everything in his inventory into the cargo containers before he logs, maybe.
I think
Maybe he learnt how to get rid of the backpacks that were lying around everywhere, because you have to take everything out of them for them to disappear. It's the only way to get rid of them. So he's probably taking everything out of the lots and lots of backpacks that Apple's left.
Yeah.